I'm going to give it to you right from the record, so you don't say I'm reading off the dome. I'm thinking off my dome. The Enuma Elish is the Babylonian creation myth. It was recovered by Austin Henry Layard in 1849 in the ruined library of Ashurbanipal at Nineveh, which is in Mosul, Iraq. It was published by George Smith in 1876. Why is that important? Because these tablets were not deciphered by Zecharia Sitchin. Anyone who tells you that I'm following Zecharia Sitchin's work, or that I'm regurgitating Zecharia Sitchin, you guys have been mind pimped again. You've been mind pimped. I love Zecharia Sitchin's work. I think he's a great researcher. But these tablets that I study were deciphered long before Zecharia Sitchin was even born. He wasn't even a sperm yet. Forget being born. Okay? 1876. The Enuma Elish has about 1,000 lines and is recorded in Old Babylonian on 7 clay tablets, each holding between 115 and 170 lines of Sumero-Akkadian cuneiform script. Most of Tablet 5 had never been recovered until recently. Tablet 5 was recently discovered and is currently in the Sumalai Museum in Iraq. This epic is one of the most important sources for understanding the Babylonian worldview, centered on the supremacy of Marduk, aka Amun-Ra. Marduk, where can you find him? In the Jewish American Library. You can find him in the Torah, which is also Jewish. You can also find him in the Bible. Just open up a digital Bible and type in the search term Marduk, and guess what pops up? He's in there, guys. He's a real person. And I do mean he, man, no God, a real person. And the creation of humankind for the service to the gods, lowercase g. Its primary original purpose, however, is not an exposition of theology or theology, but an elevation of Marduk, the chief god of Babylon, above other Mesopotamian gods. This is where I keep telling you, Marduk, aka Amun-Ra, was a jealous god in the ancient text. He said, I'm a jealous God. There'll be no other gods but me. He wanted to usher in monotheism under his name. He wanted to be Aten, the sun disk, everyone to worship him. Why the disk? Because he ruled from the sky in his disk that flew. Now you think about that for a second. And who did he recruit first? Pharaoh Akhenaten to follow his lead.
Moses.
And then through Akhenaten, he got the people to fall in line and begin to worship him. Guy really had a real God complex. He even took the name Nibiru out of the Enuma Elish previous version, because we have that version. And in the newer version, which is still 6,000 years old, he changed the name from Nibiru to Marduk because he wanted to be the one that was the destroyer. This guy had a real ego complex. He started 2 wars. One war to take over early and become king of the planet. And then he started a second war because he didn't want to get out. Crazy dude, evil. He also said, when you say amen, you give thanks to me. This is the guy. When you hear the word God during this lecture, keep in mind, I'm not referencing the creator of the universe. I'm referencing the Anunnaki beings that masqueraded as gods with a lowercase g and were worshipped not only by the Sumerians, but by many civilizations that they themselves had kickstarted. These people created breakaway civilizations. And Earth is home base number X, number something. One of many breakaway civilizations that exist, as these people were space refugees fleeing an ancient war and then restarting their lives on different star systems. We just happen to have the misfortune of being engaged on this planet and having our natural form of our evolutionary process through consciousness and everything else interrupted by these people.